you, all right, so you don't take so you don't get taken advantage of. Most importantly, have the spirit of cooperation. I think that's going to help. A little will go a long way. You have no idea what that little thing that you are going to offer is going to help the next person. So welcome to the Midday Dialogue once again. Our first conversation has to do with our elections and our electoral act and how we manage elections. But we're not going to go into the finer details as to what the Electoral Act says or didn't say or should say or is not saying. All right. It's a very simple question. Get on our social media platform at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH for Twitter and Facebook. And we put a poll up this morning, just about an hour ago. All right. And it's a very, very pertinent question to ask us. It concerns our view of our elections, how it's held here in Nigeria. All right, so the poll is up there. Get on to Nigeria Info at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. And it's a very simple question. Can elections be run without funds from questionable sources? Again, can elections be run without funds from questionable sources? So what are these questionable sources? It could be stolen money, government money that has been siphoned by one politician or a group of politicians or company or what have you. That could be one. Two, it could also be money from questionable characters. When I say questionable characters, there are people who have done business or who are doing business who live amongst us, who people ask, how exactly does Uncle Jude make his money? We're not quite sure. It's questionable that he has so much money to throw around, do this and do that, but no one really knows where this money is coming from. All right? And it's a big issue globally because governments around the world, even in the US, do their very best to find out which individuals are donating, where the monies are coming from. If you take the US elections, for example, campaign funds are very closely monitored, and sometimes you've had congressional hearings about where a certain amount came from, what it was used for, who were behind it, what was the purpose of that particular donations. Now, I remember some years ago, just before this present administration got into power, there was a donation drive, then the APC and PDP went around campaigning, everybody come and donate, and then we had a huge, when I mean huge number, donated by someone. It was about ₦1 billion back then, ₦1 billion. A lot of people were like, whoo, wow, great man, he believes in the party. Yes, you may believe in the party, but what about the other millions and billions that were coming through these, in quote, political institutions, these parties that no one could actually verify? To make matters even worse, the monies have come. Then what else do we do with the monies? How do these parties get to carry out their operations with these funds? Do not forget, it's not just during elections that political parties operate. Even when elections are done and dusted, they have to function. So you see, corruption and corrupted individuals related to political party financing poses a grave threat to democratic development worldwide. I mean worldwide. It's not just here in Nigeria. So covert party funding streams, influence peddling, leveraging on state resources for party purposes all compromise the single greatest asset of democracy, the faith and support of ordinary citizens like you. So, back to my question. Can we have elections in this country, in Rivers State, for example, let's start locally, without the notion of questionable finances? Do you think that your local government elections, your state government elections, at the federal level senatorial elections can, in the future, be held without questionable money? Whether it's from criminal elements, whether it's from people we don't know their money sources, whether it's from people who have siphoned money, or whether it's just people who are trying to launder their funds. Yes, money laundering. Yes, welcome. It's the Midday Dialogue. I'd like to get to have you to talk to us this morning. So 08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230003, 08179230007, and then the female caller line is 08179230009. WhatsApp and Telegram we had on 08090306416, 08090306416. Then on social media at Nigeria Info PH across Twitter and Facebook. That is where we want to get to read your responses. And don't forget the poll. It's at Nigeria Info PH on Twitter. Can we have elections without questionable finances coming in? Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
My name is Andy from Aba.
Welcome, Andy.
My brother, as you can see what is happening today, to be sincere within you, you should know what is about to happen, because the people that are not qualified to be called leaders because of their selfish interest and the position of leadership, that's why we are suffering. We, the ordinary people, they are supposed to at least benefit from a place we call our own country. There will be opposition on dragging who is going to be the richest, and the citizens are dying every day. They are not ready to help the people. They are only there to pursue for the interest of their own pocket and their own immediate family.
So you can't be sure that the monies that the political parties will use to run the elections are clean monies.
Our money, the money they're supposed to have given to the citizens of the country. They siphon it.
Okay,
and prepare it and pack it somewhere, which they are going to influence us when it is the time, because it is even we, the ordinary people, that put the position to be our own cheater today. Because if I didn't come out to vote for them, they will never be in that position.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. So I have a very interesting report here from the APPFI. It's a very brilliant report, the African Political Party Finance Initiative. And a survey was done across several African countries. And so this is very relatable to us. Now, in many developing democracies, accurate information about political spending practices is unavailable to the general public. So, reporting requirements are often non-existent, and where they do exist, enforcement agencies lack the skills and resources to collect this same information. We often hear in our own field that political parties should not use so and so amount of money to carry out so and so amount of advertorials, campaigns, and blah 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 blah. But it is not unusual to hear ads, see ads, read about adverts in certain obscure parts of Nigeria, and people ask, where did they get this money to do this? 92.3. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Best man from Anthony.
Welcome, best man.
Sam, I hope we are trying. We should be trying to educate our people so that they will know that the money that the politicians are using is our money. They should stop collecting that money. Enough is enough. We have had too much of this, and we are suffering. Please inform our people. That is what we should be doing. To stop collecting money from all the politicians. It's our money. In Anthony, we don't have any drinking water. We are suffering, and they are enjoying. No matter what you do, they will continue to enjoy. They will not whether they are suffering. So let us work towards
you have elected officials in Andoni.
We are saying that there is no water. People are suffering. People are drinking dirty water.
People are drinking dirty water. But elections will come, and then you go out to vote. Now, this is one of the challenges about monitoring the finances that come into political parties. Now, like the last two callers I made mention that they're certain that it is stolen funds, our funds, the commonwealth of a nation that has been robbed of. And used to blind the eyes of the other individual. Now, this is where it gets very, very tricky, particularly here in Nigeria. We've seen and heard of vote buying or voter buying before, where some individuals will come to the voting grounds, to the polls, and then start to give out 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 8,000 naira, 7,000 naira, and then promises of food, promises of drinks. Oh, let's not forget, very soon, you get to have rappers, coming out in different flamboyant styles, all in a bid to subconsciously let you know that this is where you should go. Now, the question is, have you ever bothered to ask, where is this money coming from? If it's the Commonwealth, it's not a question, really, of robbing Peter not to pay Paul. Good morning, 90.3. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my dear Jude.
Good morning and welcome.
Yes, from the heart of Ogoniland, my name is Akanto.
Welcome, Akanto.
Yes, you said it, and then of course, you have met everything. We don't know. We can only make our contribution when we are sick, because all of us are in the society where all the obnoxious practices is obtainable. Yes, you also mentioned people will say, or let's say EFCC or other IPC will say, this amount of money should be allowed for a political party to spend during campaign. Just if I may ask, my question may be very stupid. Which board, which parastatal, which group of people are responsible to shadow with that responsibility of monitoring that money? Okay, for example, we want to do in River State today. So somebody headed by Jude and Akanto is responsible. That 20,000 what to do for that campaign for River State should be monitored, spent, restricted by Jude and Akanto is the group. Procurement of banner, procurement of t-shirts, etc. should be spent by us. Who are those people responsible of those who are monitoring those things? No. How?
Well, there are agencies. I know the INEC has a body for that, because it comes under a lot of Nigerians are clamoring for the new electoral act or the electoral bill. So INEC is directly under that, obviously in line with the EFCC and all those other bodies. But like this report says from the APPFI, and it's rather challenging that in developing nations, wow, I don't like that acronym or that definition of nomenclature, but yes, we do fall under that category. Sadly, we don't get to have enough detail. Who gets to audit? For example, after the elections, who gets to audit? Are these accounts by these political parties, are they made public? When was the last time the APC, the PDP, the EFC, the Ekwekwe, the ADP, and the DPP, when did they last tell us, hello Nigerians, I used 105,000 naira to pay for this ad here? When was the last time? When was the last time? We're not talking about having it released, maybe shared to the, but let the general public know. So, back to the question. Because Nigerians in particular, right, we're looking at Nigerians, and maybe as we are broadcasting here in Port Harcourt, Rivers people who want to have more accountability. It's not just about putting someone there, but how did you get there? Can elections be run without funds from questionable sources? 90.3.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, my name is J.A.J. and I'm calling you from Port Harcourt.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
I doubt if it is possible all over the world. All over the world. The Italian mafia, the lords may not contest election, but they also have interest of some candidates.
Yes, influences come through. Yes.
Good. And at the end of the day, some of the candidates also go meet them. Say, oh, I need your support because they have control over some areas. You go to Colombia, the same thing. Go to Mexico, the same thing. You remember Omisere, right?
Okay.
He was in the U.S. As at 1998. He has to come back from the U.S. with some money.
Okay.
Did anybody ask where the money comes from? No. And he became deputy governor at the end of the day. And so many others like that. So nobody, if the party is in need, let's say XYZ party, is in need of money to print posters, to do this, to reach out and rapper, you remember all those things, we bring rice and all those stuff. And I just come from nowhere. I just came back from everything. And I said, Mr. Jude, you are the flag bearer of
so and so party. Yeah,
party.
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good. And I said, I can give you $1 million. Right? That this money you will use it for the printing of posters, use it to reach out to other people, make sure we'll also give you another $500,000 for buying of votes and everything. You that is there, sunning, looking at ceiling and everything, how you will get $100,000 to make one move, you just got $1 million. And you still got a promise of $500,000 for more things. You will say no. Oh, please write paper and biro. Begin to write your source of income, because I learned you just come back from US and you may even be a drug baron or a thief. So please tell me, just begin to confess to me now, like you know that.
But JJ, but I agree. It sounds very mouth-watering and very attractive. But we've had governments across the world come under scrutiny for this same thing. If you paid attention to the U.S. election, the Trump campaign administration was also criticized to ask with the question, where are these monies exactly coming from? You know, at one point, and Trump said, no, I'm going to sponsor most of it. But even with his sponsorship, he still had to go around looking for funds. So they were scrutinized. This money is coming from here.
And what was the answer from Trump? Did he answer and say, oh, I got some money from Trump Holdings, I got some money from my flight charter, I got some money from this, that. Did he tell you that? The only thing in the U.S. that they block from coming in is from money from external. Remember when Obama was to contest?
Yes.
Remember in the Okereke, who was stock exchange manager then in Nigeria, right? Did a fundraising and said they want to raise money for Obama. And that would have disqualified Obama because the money is coming from outside. And he said no.
Once again, to show you how complex that is, even the Trump administration came under fire for it, and there were details. I can't remember details, but details about the money. But let me come back. Let's not veer too far before I let you go. Yeah. So, in River State, in Delta Urobo parts, or in any local government, if this electoral act comes into play, do you have confidence that we can start to monitor these monies that come through political parties?
No, we can't monitor them. We can't at all. Whether we stop Bitcoin or we stop buy coins, so we buy this, or we can't monitor it at all, because these political parties need all the money they want. They need it.
But
Let me tell you a clear instance.
Well, I'm sorry. I have to go for a break. But that's the big worry for us. When you say you can't, then what exactly is the process or the purpose of democracy? Once again, corruption, particularly electoral fund corruption, is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, challenge against the benefits of having a democratic government. The fact that someone can come from nowhere, like you said, and it's very true. I have friends about 10, 11 years ago who knew uncles who just came from nowhere during elections and said, oh boy, take this 100K, do this. When it was done, they say, uncle, what do you want? So you are going to prioritize the man who in question bankrolled you at the expense of your constituency. You see why it's so terrible? Questions begging answers. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, so welcome back to the Media Dialogue right here on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning to you, Port Harcourt, wherever you're listening to us from. It's a pleasure once again to be having conversations with you. And like I said earlier, we're starting off today with some very, very interesting and heated conversations. So let's get back to our WhatsApp platform and start to take your messages. 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. All right, and then phone numbers 0817 0002, 0817 0003, 0817 and then the female caller line is 0817 0009. Good morning, Jude. I believe it's not possible because the genuine source of funds will not come. So the suspected characters will sponsor the candidates to have influence on the government. George in Port Harcourt, thank you very much, George. Jude, yes, we can, but we the voters must kill off our long throats for a share of, in quote, the booty. The questionable money that comes into electoral process in Nigeria is meant to buy votes, entice or induce voters to vote in a direction, or make the place violent and make the area an unconducive environment, thus guaranteeing the few votes of voters they entice is what counts. So it is us, the voters. As for donor monitoring, if the banks, based on existing laws, still can't automatically notify the EFCC and the ICPC when the maximum bank deposit and transfer lodgement thresholds for accounts are crossed, who would notify INEC when I exceed my donor limit? Text. That's a very good question. That's a fantastic question. Good morning, Jude. I can strongly believe that some individual aspirants use their personal money to run an election campaign, but I doubt if all the incumbent aspirants have their monies coming from are not coming from questionable sources. That's Ajayi here in Port Harcourt. Say, look, it's possible that those who are coming to power for the first time may just maybe having their own personal money, but even with that, Ajayi, it's a Herculean task. Look at the forms. I recently saw. Where's that tweet? I need to find that tweet. I recently saw a tweet from a man yesterday whilst I was reading on this. Let me get to that page now. All right, we're going to go back to the phone lines very shortly. All right, here we go. Okay, profile. There we go. Okay, now please listen to this. All right, this is from a tweet from an aspirant. Right, he says, I am looking for financial sponsors and backers to fund my political campaign. It has started. Please DM me if you can or know someone who can. We need to raise 50 million naira. 50 million naira. Now, let me just ask you, if you really love Nigeria and you are a patriotic Nigerian, how many of us patriotic Nigerians have 50 million naira lying in the bank somewhere right now? Not your whole funds. I mean 50 million naira that you can readily give to someone right now to start a business. Please, if you do, call me right now. I have an idea I want to share with you this morning. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and then the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. Across social media platforms, it's at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH, and on Twitter we have a poll. Let's get to see the result of that poll. So the question is, can elections be run without funds from questionable sources? From questionable sources. Now, the poll has just ended, and this is the result of that poll. 33.3% say yes, it can. We can have elections without questionable characters bringing money. 4.4 say definitely not. 2.2 say it's possible. 60% say in Nigeria they doubt it. Good morning. Apologies there. Once again, when you call in, please do well to turn down the volume of your radio set. Now, this is just a small sample size, and it actually gives an insight, maybe not an accurate insight, to the perception of the electoral process here. So, over 2/3 of our responders, 60% say they don't think that it's possible in this country to have people with shady businesses, with questionable characters, illegal funds, bring their money into the political space. As we speak, I'm sure a few of them are listeners like, wow, look at these guys. Do they know what this, do they even know how this is done? WhatsApp. We'll go to Facebook shortly. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Our conversation this morning has to do with the elections and the electoral process. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, as dangerous as illegal or undocumented finances coming to a political party. Now, as some of you have alluded to, when you have a voter buying discord, people who want to cause electoral violence, these sorts of money is what usually bankrolls such activity. But how about the very dangerous but not often noticed leverage? So someone is trying to get into a post, whether it's the House or Senate or whatever, all right? And Jude, who is a criminal mastermind, many Nigerians probably don't know my name, right? But I have a very healthy resource of illegal funds. Maybe it's from drug trafficking. Maybe it's from arms dealing, smuggling, even human trafficking. I now go and meet this man or woman who I think I can, assuade and say, hey, look, you need money to do this. I'm going to help you. And the person says, how are you getting the money? Say, look, it doesn't matter. You have a good plan. Let me support you. But when I support you, you see that corridor? There's one road that leads to the back of my village. Please make sure that no policeman or military or customs, make sure none of them are stationed on that route. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how dangerous these issues get. When people ask across the globe, it's not just a Nigerian thing, across the globe, why is that certain governments can't do this after promising to do this and that? A lot of people say, well, it's because the sponsors, those who back their political ambitions, have a thing or two over them. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Felix Edda says, everything goes with money from the beginning to the end of the campaign. Eze Ndu says, it may be possible for us to sanitize the environment and restrict. I'm not a believer in utopia, right? I believe there are some realms of possibilities. And if we can get a marked improvement, let's say 50% improvement of what we've been having in the past decade or two, the portents are actually favorable for us as Nigerians. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and then the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. Once again, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and 0817-923-0009. If you're listening to me right now, and you have an aspiration to become a public officer, governor, whatever, local government personnel, whatever it is, all right? If someone brings $1 million into your campaign right now, you don't know the person from anywhere, you can't even spend a week to find out what his source of that money is, would you take that money? Would you take that money? 9.3. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mr. Zion. Good morning to you.
Good morning, welcome.
To a large extent, I will tell you that most of my compatriots that have contributed have never run through electoral processes. So they don't know the hustles and the tussles in the business from the system. So let me be honest to you. Like the last question you asked, even my Governor Wike, we collect that money because of that election period.
You can't vouch for the governor. You don't know his temperance. You can't say what his candor would be.
When you are in that process, there are 3 levels, and that levels all demand finances. Your consultation, you don't go there empty-handed. Your negotiations, you don't go there empty-handed. When you are mobilizing, you don't do that on empty hands. Who will listen to you here in Nigeria? Come empty hands. They will listen to you when you go away. Bye-bye. Tell the people that are complaining, they are suffering. They will wait you. As you are going, and they will ask the question. So my empty hands, you carry come. That is why this country, except God, that will touch the heart of certain people that are ready to sacrifice even their least, we will keep having the same problem.
All right, so it's a problem with the people who are demanding the money. Hello, 9.3, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
I'm Comrade Kabari, calling from Barret in Ghana.
Welcome. Please, can you turn off your radio set, please?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
All right. Jude.
Yes, please.
Like, I think the last man said, okay? I wouldn't want to be specific, but I want to tell you categorically that everyone, you can as well liken it to maybe his reaction that was specific. Everyone, okay, will accept that money. Everyone from this part of the world.
That seems to be an unfair generalization. Are you saying there are no individuals who will stand and say, hey, look, I have a vision, and this vision does not have people like you who can't tell me where they are getting their money from?
Jude, if God wants to create such people, God will not even create them and throw them into this country called Nigeria.
But isn't that where God, in quotes, should send those kind of people to reform, to give hope, to restore sanity?
Jude, you think we do not have reformers? We have thousands of reformers in Rivers that call on your radio station every now and then, okay, to express their grievances toward the kind of leadership we get in this country and this day. Okay? But the truth here is the system is carved in a way that you cannot reform it, except you will be willing to lay down your life. Jude, let me tell you,
Are you aware that even Nnamdi Kanu himself has a point in all his push? Are you aware that every other person that have been seen to be anti-government of this country and this state also have a point, if not 100%? Are you with me?
Okay.
But from my personal, in summary here, in summary, these are personal opinions. As for me, okay, if I'm buying for any position and I begin to see maybe money coming from the
I come and give you $1 million. You don't know where I'm getting the money from. Would you take it?
Hello, sir. Let me tell you, I will only be wrong if I knew that you have occupied a public office before and the amount of money you receive monthly, okay, the amount of salary, I mean your salary.
Yeah, it's not commiserate to what I'm giving you.
Yes, okay. Known to the public, and I know that from within the duration that you were administering that particular position, public office here, you're unable to gather up such money. If I fail, if I refuse to question you, that is when, I mean, you might even see me from that angle that you might even be, presuming the other person to be coming from.
Okay, all right. So, if you know, but the question is, what if you don't know? That's the big question. There is a saying, do not look a gift horse in the mouth. But what if that gift horse was a Trojan horse? Let's be very, very particular here with what it is that we are dealing with. It's not just a Nigerian thing. It's a global thing. Even in South Africa, with the ANC charges of corruption left and right over the past few years, over in America as well, over in Ghana as well, it's a global thing. Even in China, it's a prevalence. It's part of human nature, some would argue. But the question is, how do the institutions in these communities, in these societies, tackle this very troublesome and burdensome challenge? WhatsApp. Because of illicit proceeds from political offices, I beg your pardon, is the easiest way for riches and fame. The cost of attaining that post in itself is very demanding. I agree. Look at somebody coming up on Twitter saying it's 50 million naira. Those 50 million naira. And it's not going for government. Let's continue, please. It's very demanding, and expensive. And to that effect, people will do anything to gather funds for their political ambition. We must make political offices very uncountable and unattractive. UKG in Port Harcourt. All right. So, we can't, some are saying, some have doubts in this country for transparency. Who knows? Fingers crossed, as this conversation of the Electoral Act comes into play, we may just be in for a jolly good ride. The millions and sometimes billions that go unaccounted for by these political parties is one of the biggest challenges of the system. And like someone said, some of those monies, in fact, those in quote questionable characters, that's where the monies for looting, the monies for bribing voters, the monies for disruption of electoral processes goes to. You see why we need to be very careful with whom we associate with? 92.3 news coming up, top of the hour. When we come back, we will be talking about police families.